Well, good evening and welcome in to Southern Ohio Sports Authority's area coverage of girls high school basketball. Tonight we're set up here at the Newt Oliver Arena here at Rio Grande University alongside Tim Daly. I am Dewey Daly, once again coming to you from Rio Grande University here at the Newt Oliver Center. The Woods Lumber Classic is what has taken place here over the course of yesterday and today. It was a 5-game slate. Yesterday was Scott and Ironton going at it, and then today 4-game slate. Lynchburg, Clay, Vinton County, Rowan County, and Alexander, Bern Union, and River Valley, and then cleaning it up here in the prime time slot, I guess you could call it, at 7:45 is Chillicothe and the Rock Hill Red Women. We had the starters introduced minutes ago. We're about ready for tip-off here in tonight's contest. It's OVC versus FAC here between Rock Hill and Chillicothe. Rock Hill 8-3, 6-1 on the OVC. Chillicothe 6-2 and 4-1 in the FAC. And we are underway from Rio Grande University. Pass inside, tipped away, picked up by the Lady Cavaliers in transition. Avery Ursland pass outside to Niana Hatfield, goes inside and called for the foul. Looks like it's going to be on the floor, and Chillicothe will inbound underneath their own basket on the baseline.
Chillicothe first possession coming out in an extended man-for-man and right away forces a turnover.
Huggins to inbound for the Lady Cavaliers. 3-ball on the way from Archer, no good, and it'll go out of bounds. And it'll go with the Red Women of Rock Hill. Pass is intercepted by number 2, J.C. Harding. Counted and the foul. Chance for an old-fashioned three-point play here for Harding. She garners the first 2 points of the contest here tonight.
Again, Chillicothe looked like they surprised them a little bit with the man full court pressure. And they were trapping off of the inbounder and forced a turnover right away. Got a old-fashioned three-point play opportunity here.
Harding able to connect on the free throw. A 3-point lead for the Lady Cavaliers here in the opening minute of tonight's contest. Jillian Risner inbounding now for the Red Women, able to get it in to Haley Risner. And not too much trouble breaking the press down on the other end. Hope Easterling with the layup, and it's 3-2. Harding will bring it up now for the Lady Cavaliers. A 3-2 lead for Chillicothe here. Entry pass to Huggins, backdoor pass to Harding. Can't get the layup to fall. Rebound goes to Risner. She dishes it out to Bailey, who will bring it up in the middle of the floor here for Rock Hill. Harding not making it easy. And eventually Harding going to come up with the loose ball. She'll hand it off to Kiara Archer, who brings it up for Chillicothe. Pass now to Huggins going up the left side. Offensive rebound by Harding, and she lays it up and in for 2 on the second chance opportunity. Risner able to get it in to Bailey. Right back to Risner. 3-on-1 fast break for the Red Women. Eurostep throws it up with the left hand. Can't get it to fall. However, Risner able to come up with the offensive rebound. Gets it to Easterling, who goes up with the runner with the right hand. Not able to connect, and it will go out of bounds on Rock Hill.
I'm not sure Chillicothe didn't just get away with a foul. Or at least that ball might have been tipped by a Chillicothe player.
5-2 lead here for the Lady Cavaliers. Harding gets it to Huggins deep on the right wing. Looking down low, not going to pass it down there to Ursland. Swinging around to the left side now. Hatfield down low to Huggins. Goes up with the left hand, however, blocked away by Risner. And Rock Hill will take over. Fast break now for the Red Women. Up with the right hand, and good is Jillian Risner. And the lead is now to 1 for Chillicothe. Now on the other end, 3-ball for the Cavaliers. That's Avery Ursland who knocks it down for Chillicothe. Lead now to 4. Able to break the press here as Rock Hill had a fast break, but they'll slow things down here as Hazley Matthews goes down the left side and gets it to go off the glass. 2-point lead now for Chillicothe.
Big time old school crossover.
Previous game for the Cavaliers was a 43-37 win over Jonathan Alder, looking to go on a bit of a win streak here. This would be their second straight, as I believe they were coming off of a loss. I think it may have been to Western Brown. I can't exactly remember who the loss was to, as Rock Hill able to force the turnover here and take over. Coming down on the fast break, Matthews up with the right hand, and the foul is actually going to be on the floor. I thought we might have free throws coming up for Matthews, but instead the Red Women will inbound on the baseline. As for Rock Hill, their previous game was a 71-60 loss. That was at Fairland, who, you know, if you're familiar with OVC girls basketball, Fairland jumping up to Division II this year. However, probably one of the more prominent teams in Division II, as they had a great year last year, and so far this year out to a great start, as Matthews not able to connect on the mid-range jumper. Hatfield the rebound. She'll bring it up in transition for the Lady Cavaliers. Harding a right corner three. Can't get it to fall. Rebound goes to the Red Women now in transition. Lola Hankins one-on-one with Harding. Goes up with the right hand. Can't get it to fall. Harding the rebound. And we'll have a jump ball between Risner and Harding.
It's Chillicothe ball.
And possession will go with Chillicothe. 8-6 lead with 4:38 to go in the first.
Again, Chillicothe causing a little bit of problems with the man-to-man press, but it's a really aggressive press. And once Rio Grande, once Rock Hill's gotten over top of the press, they've had some success at the other end.
Tough layup from Harding. Can't get it to fall. Risner the rebound for Rock Hill. She'll hand it off to Bailey, who pushes it ahead to Hazley Matthews. We'll try to go to work on Harding here. Gets to the middle of the floor. Pass out to Hankins. Three ball on the way. Off target. Rebound goes to Huggins. She'll push it ahead for the Lady Cavaliers. Nice transition defense from the Red Women. Able to stop the fast break there for Chillicothe. Mid-range jumper on the way from Harding. No good. And will go out of bounds and stay here with the Cavaliers.
Again, I wouldn't think right now that anyone has found their rhythm shooting the basketball yet. Both teams a little bit hurried and off the mark.
Huggins set to inbound here for Chillicothe. Gets it into Harding deep on the right wing. Harding to the middle of the floor. Goes up with the right hand. Can't get it to fall, but she'll be headed to the free throw line shooting two. Harding, you know, we talked a little bit pregame with our top-notch cameraman, Tyler Hart. Harding actually garnered her 1,000th point a little bit earlier on this season against Hillsborough. That was on December 7th. So right around 3 weeks removed from her 1,000th career high school varsity point.
I mean, you can clearly see that Chillicothe, you know, their offense, they're running their offense through her. I mean, that's their first option.
Able to connect on the first. Second free throw on the way. Rattles around. Little shooter's touch for Harding. And I believe now she is 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. That's good for a Chillicothe 10-6 lead here with 3:48 to go in the first quarter. Now Risner to inbound for the Red Women. Little Tom Brady action. Throwing it down to Lola Hankins on the fast break. Fouled on the way up. And we'll have 2 free throws on the other end.
Again, like I said, they've had some success once they get over top of the press, and they've had numbers. In fact, they've had a 3-on-1 and a couple of 2-on-1s and just can't quite seem to finish it on the other end. But I'm telling you, if they could, maybe they can chase Chillicothe out of that press.
Now you saw right there, just hit her with a little fade route, turned it into more of a skinny post over the middle and was just able to break the press. A great throw from Risner from the baseline.
I ain't going to lie, I had my head down. When I looked up, the ball was about 5 feet out of her hands. I heard you say something about Tom Brady, something there, but I didn't see it.
2 for 2 on that trip for Rock Hill. Lead now down to 2 in favor of the Cavaliers. Cox now with it, batted away by Hayden Bailey, going the other way, up with the right hand, fouled once again, and 2 more free throws coming up for Rock Hill. A chance to tie it up here, Tim.
Well, again, I mean, the one thing that you run the risk of when you pressure people like that is collecting fouls. And they have, I'm not sure what the team fouls are even, but does it seem like they're even?
3 and 3.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
Oh, you're saying does it feel?
Yeah, I thought it was like maybe 5-2 or something.
First free throw from Bailey is no good. That'll keep it at a 2-point margin here with 3:32 to go in the first quarter. Actually, Bailey, we talked a bit pregame about it, actually committed to Rio Grande, so as a senior, she'll, as of now, be playing games in this gym next season, but collegiately, of course. On the ride down, you talked about how Rio has a, prominent recruiting base in this area.
Oh, without a question.
High school-wise, anyway.
Yeah, I'd say the vast majority of their basketball players and baseball players come from this area.
Short-range jumper from Harding is good. That's back now to a 3-point lead for Chillicothe. Rock Hill looking to answer back. Matthews brings it up. Baseline drive. Right-handed runner is good, and it's back to 1.
I like her. I think she's a really good player, that Matthews girl.
So far tonight, has that done a great job getting the ball inside and either kicking it out for a jumper or just taking it herself. And right there comes up with the interception. 2-on-1 fast break for the Red Women. Pass over to Bailey up with the right hand. No good. Rebound Risner. And we'll have our second jump ball of the night. I believe now it should stay here with Rock Hill as Kiera Archer checks in for the Lady Cavaliers. Checking in for Kendra Allen.
I believe the Bailey girl, if she'd have used her left hand, she would have had a much better chance of making that shot.
Bailey's inbound pass is intercepted, going the other way. Harding, easy layup off the glass, and the lead for Chillicothe is back up to 3.
That's 11 points.
14.
Yeah. She's on a 44-point night pace.
Rock Hill looking to answer back here.
She traveled.
And we'll have a travel called on the Red Women. That'll turn things over for Rock Hill. Hand it over to Chillicothe with a 3-point lead. Harding will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Entry pass to Huggins on the right wing. Looks like we got a zone defense here from Rock Hill.
Yeah, we do now.
Pass out to Harding, a long range 2. Got it.
They're saying 3.
Well, I may have been looking at the college line, but they actually do have, obviously we're in a college arena, so we have high school, college, and I believe NBA 3-point lines, and it looks like we're going to have our first time out of the night. Anthony Gordon will take what I believe is a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it here and chop it up a little bit during the timeout.
Now, if I was handing out advice, I would tell those guys they need to do a better job of defending this Harding girl who has 14 of their 17 points.
Yeah.
Or 14 of, where they got 18 points.
17.
Oh, she's got, 14 of their 18. Yeah, there's a 3-pointer made by the Ursuline girl. But
yeah, I must have been peeking at the college line, and
I just seen their hands go up.
Yeah. I was trying to look at the feet, but it was on the far sideline, and I must have seen her foot go over the white line. We're looking for the red line.
Yes.
You're truly in the corner, not a whole lot of difference in depth. It's more when you get towards the top of the key and the wings a little bit where
for sure
it gets a little longer when you go from high school to college to NBA depth beyond the arc. 17-11 lead here for the Lady Cavaliers. Harding passes it over to Archer on the deep left wing. She'll bring it back over to the middle, pass to Huggins. It's like a 2-3 defense here. Deep three ball on the way from Harding. Little short. Huggins the rebound for Chillicothe. Looks like we may have had a jump ball. Instead, it'll be poked away by Bailey in transition now. Pass over to Hankins up with the right hand. Got it.
That's a nice move. Nice body control, especially on the left side of the basket.
1:04 to play here in the opening quarter of tonight's non-league contest. Harding to the left side. Pass to Ursuline. Thought about the baseline drive. Nice
Great
defense
pass
from the Red Women. Force a miss. Rebound goes to Risner, and up the far sideline now is Hazley Matthews.
She's on the glass. Oh.
Going down the right side of the lane. Kicks it out to Risner. 3-ball on the way from Bailey. Got it. 36 to play. I would suspect we're probably going to see the last shot come from the Cavaliers here, although I wouldn't exactly. One thing I would do if I was a coach, I'd say, we're going to start at around 15. You don't want to pass up a good look just trying to run the clock out.
I say first quarter, it's a bad momentum thing.
And now Rock Hill able to take their first lead of the night as Hazley Matthews pokes it away and lays it up on the other end. 4 to shoot now for the Cavaliers. Right-handed runner from Harding is no good, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter with a score of 18-7 in favor of the Red Women. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School girls basketball right here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
At OhioHealth, you can see your doctor here or here, on this or on these. And no matter if you're over here, over there, or anywhere in between, you'll feel good knowing OhioHealth provides the finest care anywhere. Schedule care today at ohiohealth.com/finestcare.
Here at Glockner's, we know how valuable your time is, and that's why our priority is to provide you a quick and easy service. We will get you in and out and on your way immediately.
We welcome you back to the New Oliver Arena here on the campus of Rio Grande. 18-17, Rock Hill leading after one. I believe Chillicothe should be inbounding here to start the second quarter. No, to go with Rock Hill.
The other way, yeah.
You want to give us a quick point summary from the first quarter?
Mrs. Harding had a bunch of points.
Yeah, for Chillicothe.
She had 14. And then the Ursuline girl had a 3. On the other end, Bailey had 4. Easterling had 2. Matthews 6. Hankins had 4. And then Reisner had 2. So they're pretty spread out, which is a good thing, a good-looking thing moving forward.
Chillicothe takes over on the steal, chance to retake a lead that they controlled for a majority of the first quarter, but there towards the end, when we were saying, hey, Chillicothe probably going to take the last shot here, is Hazley Matthews, who came up with a little pick 6 action, taking it the other way for the easy layup, and that's why we're at an 18-7 lead in favor of the Red Women.
Yeah, I've never understood, if you're playing the game of basketball, why you think the last 30 seconds of the quarter is that important. Just play. I think sometimes coaches, even at the
maybe try to outthink them or outcoach themselves.
Maybe that one possession is not that big of a deal. I mean, just play, and you might even get 4 points.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you might get the possession
a turnover
back.
on the inbound or something.
Yeah. Just keep playing. I just never understood that, but you see that a lot.
Tell you one thing, looks like the zone defense may be what's giving Chillicothe trouble as Bailey going the other way for Rock Hill, up with the right hand, off the glass, no good, but she'll be headed to the line. I believe her second trip to the line.
Yes.
Tonight she'll be shooting 2, but I don't believe Chillicothe, or at least I didn't notice it. They didn't start out in a zone, and once they started transitioning into that, it seems like it's made things a little more tough for Chillicothe. They had a lot of success with penetration, and they just haven't been able to get that so far here in the last 4 or 5 minutes of game time.
Well, and again, the Harding girl really is a better player around the basket. She's really not a perimeter player, and with that zone, you can certainly defend that much better, and they have switched. Now, Chillicothe has stayed in the man.
Second free throw from Bailey, nothing but net. A 3-point lead now for Rock Hill with 7:30 to go in the second. Entry pass in here to Huggins on the deep right wing. Gets it away right before the trap. Out to Hatfield. Deep 3 ball on the way. Off the window. No good. Risner the rebound for Rock Hill. Now Matthews in transition. Risner coming down the lane. Thought about the 2-on-2. Fast break there, but instead Matthews will back it out all the way to the left wing now. Risner pass to Bailey. Left baseline drive up with the right hand and blocked away. I think that was Harding who may have caught a piece of it, and he'll stay here with Rock Hill.
That was a good defensive play by Harding.
Risner set to inbound here for the Red Women. Gets it into Matthews. Pass out to Bailey. Another 3-ball. Got it.
I would advise Chillicothe to start guarding her a little closer.
I believe she's either 2 for 2 or 2 for 3 from beyond the arc here tonight
she
so
may be
far.
2 for 2, yeah.
Cross-court pass to Ursula. 3-ball of her own. Counted on the other end.
That's her second 3-ball.
Bailey brings it up the middle. Pass to Risner, guarded by Huggins. Pass now to Easterling. It's poked away. Huggins takes it over. On the steal, 2-on-1 fast break for Chillicothe. Huggins up with the right hand, fouled on the way up. And 2 free throws coming up for Paige Huggins. I believe this is Huggins' first trip to the line here tonight. First one is good. Lead now down to 2 for Rock Hill. Want to give a quick thank you to Brandon Bias for helping us get set up here tonight, giving us a nice table here in the stands, a nice little perch here for our camera.
This is great. This is a great setup here.
It's about as ideal as it can get for bleachers.
It is. It couldn't be any better. The only thing to be better is if we were playing.
Or had a steak dinner right here in front of us.
I'd go for that. I'd move a couple rows deeper for a steak dinner for sure.
Chance here for Chillicothe to retake a lead that once again they controlled for a majority of the first quarter, but just handed it over in the waning seconds to Rock Hill, and they've controlled it ever since. Pass to the right side to Ursuline. Back out to Harding. A contested corner 3, no good. Chillicothe almost coming up with the rebound. Will have a jump ball, and I think that stays here with Chillicothe.
It does. Again, that time Harding did let one go from deep. I don't think that's her. I don't think ideally that's the shot she's looking for, but pretty wide open.
Little miscommunication between Huggins and Kiera Archer, who is in the corner on the near sideline. That'll turn things over for Chillicothe. Hand it over to Rock Hill, who will look to extend their 1-point lead here with 5:45 to go in the second. Matthews all the way, coast to coast for Matthews. That extends the lead to 3 for Rock Hill.
She's probably the best player on the floor.
I just put her head down in the backcourt and just took it all the way. Baseline drive, nice pass to Harding. Right-handed floater, no good. Huggins the rebound and fouled on the second chance opportunity. That'll send Huggins to the line once again. Chance to cut things down here to 1 or 2 for Chillicothe with 5:24 to go in the quarter.
If you go back and you look at the Hazley basket, that all started by her beating the double team right at the jump circle.
Right.
And she beat it to the outside.
Right, she put her head down. And
absolutely. She knew she had numbers as soon as she got the – I mean, she's below 2 people, so it's basically 5-on-3. She knew she had numbers, and the best place to go, to the window.
Matthews, another one of the girls on Rock Hill who are – 25-23. First free throw was good from Huggins, 2 for 2 on that trip. But Matthews, another one of those girls on Rock Hill, they're actually committed to play at the next level, committed to Georgetown College. Now, that's not the Georgetown we know. It's Georgetown of Kentucky.
Oh, yeah.
It's a private school in Kentucky, as mid-range jumper from Bailey is no good. And Archer will grab the rebound. She's fouled shortly after. But, you play the next level – you go to college really at any level, NAIA,
Well, here's what I'm telling you. You go to college and play at any level.
It's
basketball,
right.
You're a really good player. It takes a special player to play at any level in college basketball.
Hatfield down low, up with the right hand, no good. Huggins, for the time being, the offensive rebound, but will have another jump ball. This time it'll go with the Red Women of Rock Hill.
Now we got a little half-court trap.
Three-quarter press here. Not too much trouble for Rock Hill to break it.
Twice.
Pass out to Matthews. She brings it back to the wing, top of the key. Bailey, entry pass now to Reisner. who tries to get it down low to Easterling. It'll result in a turnover for the Red Women. Now in transition, Kiara Archer hands it off to Ursuline, who takes it inside and is fouled. That'll be on the floor. That'll be the 7th team foul for Rock Hill.
So that's 1-on-1.
Yep, should be 1-and-1 here for Avery Ursuline.
Now, really, I mean, you know, I realize we're keeping numbers here and stuff, but doesn't it? I mean, can you believe that Rock Hill has twice as many fouls as? Doesn't it seem like it's the other way around?
First free throw from Ursuline is good, so she'll have an opportunity to give the Cavaliers their first lead since right around 35, 36 seconds in the first quarter, and she does. 2 for 2 from the stripe. I believe 8 points now on the night for Ursuline, a pair of threes, and then the 2 free throws there. So for the time being, a 26-25 lead for the Lady Cavaliers. Reisner gets it in to Bailey. She'll bring it up the far sideline, pass to the middle. Nice catch by Hankins, who goes up with the right hand off the glass and in.
Again, tremendous body control. The other time the same thing happened. She's on the other side of the basket.
I'll tell you what, Rock Hill, pretty solid chemistry with passes. You know, they're throwing, you know, half court, 3/4 court passes, and it seems like there's always someone there right underneath it.
Well, and the other thing, I'm not sure the 2 best athletes on the floor aren't Hankins and Matthews. And obviously they're both playing for Rock Hill. And that's not to take anything away from Chillicothe. I'm just saying running, jumping, body control, being an athlete.
Harding able to get it to go on the second chance opportunity. We'll have a full timeout. I believe it was Rock Hill who called the timeout. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School girls basketball right here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Michelle and her dad. Decades of dares. 1 month of learning to jump. First day doing it solo. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at OhioHealth.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure
.402 to play in the half, 28-27. Chillicothe leading. Reisner set to inbound here, looking for another full court heave, but it was guarded well by Chillicothe. Up the far sideline now as Bailey gets it to Hankins, who's falling prone to the trap here. Loose ball on the ground. Rock Hill able to get on top of it and call a timeout, so they'll remain in possession. I'm assuming we'll have a 30-second timeout here for Coach Bailey.
Now, I'm going to assume he didn't call that a kicked ball because she actually dribbled it off of the Chillicothe player's leg. But, you know, it was clearly the ball was kicked. But again, I'm telling you, this Hankins girl and this Matthews girl are pretty good athletes. I'm going to guess that basketball is not their only sport.
Now you say that, and currently Rock Hill on a 2-game losing streak. We talked, their previous game was the loss to Fairland, but before that was a 52-46 loss to South Webster. So they were 8-1 and now 8-3, looking to get back in the win column here tonight against Chillicothe, currently trailing 28-27. However, they've held.
You said the first loss, they lost to Webster, and who else did they lose to?
Lost to Fairland in their last game, lost
Fairland.
to South Webster the game before that. I'm not 100% sure who was before that. As Kidd lets go, a 3, can't get it to fall. Rebound goes to Kendra Allen now, Harding up the near sideline, back over to the middle, pass to Archer, now back out to Allen, who takes it in, pass out to Ursuline, now to Hatfield to the right side, poked away by Reisner, and Rock Hill able to take over on the turnover. Lola Hankins in transition, loses it right around the rim. I think it maybe dribbled off her knee or off her foot. And it'll go out of bounds, go in possession now, Chillicothe.
And she might have got fouled.
Harding now bringing it up for the Lady Cavaliers. Pass to Archer on the right wing. Back to the top of the key now to J.C. Harding. Back to Archer. Entry pass to the right. Block to Hatfield off the glass. No good. Rebound goes to Haley Reisner. And Rock Hill will take over. However, having some trouble bringing it up the court. And I think Chillicothe going to get called with a foul on the floor.
Yeah, I think they got Archer.
(28-27). Chillicothe leading. 2:54 to play here in the second quarter. Bailey brings it across half court for the Red Women. Pass to the right side to Hankins. 3-ball on the way. Count it.
I'm telling you.
That was a deep 3-ball from Hankins, too.
And it was nothing but the net.
Screen action between Harding and Hatfield. Nothing there. Now pass over to Allen into the corner to Avery. Ursuline throws it up with the right hand. Tough layup. Can't get it to fall, and it looks like we're going to have over the back call on Niana Hatfield. We'll turn things over to Rock Hill.
And actually, you know, Rock Hill's been able to make this with a little bit of a run with Hazley Matthews sitting down right now. She's been down for at least 2 or 3 minutes. And I'm not sure foul-wise where she's at.
Reisner inbounds it to Haley Reisner. Back to Glenn Reisner. And Reisner looking for Hankins on the backdoor cut.
The ball was tipped. Yeah, it was tipped.
I wasn't sure if it was a little miscommunication or if the ball was tipped. It was indeed tipped by Chillicothe, so it'll stay here with Rock Hill on the baseline. Glenn Reisner set to inbound here for the Red Women. Over the head pass intercepted by J.C. Harding. 1-on-2 fast break for Chillicothe. Up with the left hand and rolls it in for 2. We got a tie ball game. Going the other way now. Bailey looking down court. Can't connect. And it's picked off by Chillicothe, and I think Bailey caught a piece of that going the other way, so it'll stay here with Chillicothe on the other side of the floor. Tell you what, looking over here behind the scores table, we have some serious stadium seats.
Oh, yeah.
Over there, guessing those are some season ticket holder
those
seats.
are some alumni or administration or parents or whatever they are. This basket right here.
2-on-1 fast break. Pass over to Josie Kidd. Off the glass. Count it. Now we're going to have a travel called on Josie Kidd. Had a 2-on-1 fast break. Chance for Rock Hill to take the lead, and just one too many steps for Kidd. That turned things over for Rock Hill.
Well, and I think Hankins could have finished that on the right side. She just thought that she had a little bit more space.
1:30 to play here in the first half. Huggins a screen on Bailey at the top of the key. Pass over to Ursuline. Her 3-ball is no good. However, Huggins, the offensive rebound, giving Chillicothe a second chance here. And Ursuline fouled, driving down the middle of the lane. That'll send her to the line, shooting 2. You know, it seemed there for a second that we had kind of a clump of free throws coming on both ends. Seems like we haven't had any for a while.
No. And again, too, another thing with the zone defense, which is a negative, too, you don't get that individual block out. And there's been probably 3 or 4 possessions here just in the last few minutes of the game where Chillicothe's had some second chances at the offensive end. Now, they really haven't taken a huge advantage of them, but that's sometimes in a zone. You'll get that because people won't check people out.
Ursuline able to connect on the second. That gives Chillicothe a 1-point lead with 1:19 to go in the half. Reisner bringing it up down the middle of the floor for Rock Hill. Pass out to Hankins. Thought about the 3-ball instead. Drives in and is fouled on the way up. Chance now for Rock Hill to either tie it or retake the lead.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I wasn't Rock Hill's coach. I'm not sure I wouldn't turn this heat up a little bit. Again, Matthews, you know, unofficially, we don't know if she's got 2 or 3. I know she's got a foul. I remember her having a foul, but not sure quite why she's sitting down, but she may have fouls.
First one was good, and 2 for 2 on that trip to the line was Hankins. That gives Rock Hill the lead, 32-31 with 1:05 to go in the half. Right side, McCloy now into the corner. Ursuline a corner 3 ball, too long. However, Chillicothe a second chance opportunity here off the glass, no good, and eventually Rock Hill able to come up with the rebound, and Bailey will bring it up the far sideline, down the right side, going up on Niana. Hatfield comes up with the stop and the rebound for Chillicothe. Now going the other way. Harding takes it inside. Nice move from Harding. Can't get the layup to fall. Reisner the rebound. Wide open the other way is Bailey. And she'll lay it up and in for 2.
I'd like to see that girl use her left hand.
Now going the other way, Ursuline thought about the 3 ball, 19 to play here in the first half. Huggins back to Ursuline, another 3 ball, count it. And one halftime adjustment Rock Hill going to have to figure out is we cannot leave Avery Ursuline open beyond the arc. Now going the other way off the turnover. Harding can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound, and as fouled was Miranda McCloy. That'll give Chillicothe a chance here to take the lead headed into halftime.
Yeah, she has knocked down 3 threes.
I think 3 for maybe 5 now,
Yeah.
3 for 6
I
somewhere.
know she hasn't made them all, but she's made at least half.
McCloy checked in on the previous free throw attempts by Ursuline. And her first free throw is good. That gives Chillicothe the lead.
Has this game ever been any more than 3 points one way?
Yeah, actually, I believe Chillicothe actually had a 17-11 lead.
Oh, really? Okay.
Early in the first, not early in the first quarter, as a full court heave from Reisner.
Hit the rim on the bounce.
Yeah, it comes up short, but almost goes in off the bounce. That'll send us to the half. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have all these scoring stats from the first half that'll tell us how we got to this 35-34 lead. Chillicothe leading. You've been watching Ohio High School girls basketball right here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Parmar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Parmar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Parmar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar Rewards Card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
And we welcome you back to the Newt Oliver Arena here on the campus of Rio Grande. 35-34, Chillicothe leading after the first half. Tim, you want to give us the statistical leaders for each team so far here tonight?
Okay, for Chillicothe, we have J.C. Harding with 18. And she had
we kind of figured that was going to be the case coming in.
She had 14 in the first quarter, and again, we've mentioned in the broadcast that Rock Hill went to a zone and slowed her down a little bit, forced her a little bit farther out from the basket. But however, that opened the door for Avery Ursuline.
Knocked down some three balls.
Yeah, she's made 3 threes and has 12 points. And then Paige Huggins has made 4 foul shots. Miranda McCloy has made a foul shot. So that'll give you the 35. And then on the other end, you basically have 3 players. The Bailey girl had 11 with 2 threes. Matthews had 8. And Hankins had 11 with 1 3.
A lot of those came towards the end of the half, too.
Well, Matthews scored early, and Hankins has been the most consistent player for sure for Rock Hill. And just have to see, if Rock Hill's balance can survive Chillicothe's skill.
So 35-34, Chillicothe leading here as we get things underway in the second half. We have an early whistle on Rock Hill. Originally, I thought it may have been a travel on Huggins.
I think the foul caused her to travel.
It'll be the first foul, obviously, for Rock Hill in the half. Huggins set to inbound on the baseline for Chillicothe. Backdoor pass
just wore
to
out.
Harding, and she lays it up and in for 2. 3-point lead for Chillicothe. Matthews now back in. Sat about the last 4 or 5 minutes there in the second quarter for Rock Hill. And she now back in, passes it down low to Easterling off the window, no good. Reisner the rebound. She goes up for the second chance opportunity, can't get it to fall. Another miss, and this time Huggins finally able to take it away. However, it could be going back with Rock Hill. No, it'll stay with Chillicothe.
Clearly tipped up. Rock Hill had multiple opportunities to score there.
They had 3 offensive rebounds.
Yes, point blank range.
Now on the right wing, Archer, who gets tied up with Jalen Reisner. That'll be a jump ball and hand things over to the Red Women of Rock Hill.
Again, Chillicothe picking up man full court. And it's not a, see now they're trying to trap and they get beat to the outside. That creates numbers.
Down low for Rock Hill, mid-range jumper from Bailey, back iron and no good. Harding the rebound. Now on the other end, fouled on the way up. That'll send Huggins to the line, shooting 2.
Again, I think Rock Hill got caught going to the glass there and just couldn't recover quick enough to get back on defense.
Huggins, who I believe all 4 points came from free throws in the first half, able to knock down
they did.
the first of 2 here for her 5th and possibly 6th point here coming up on the second free throw. Back iron, no good. Hatfield, the offensive rebound for Chillicothe, able to get it down low to Huggins, but Huggins not able to stay in control. We'll have a ball on the floor, a jump ball. It'll stay here with the Lady Cavaliers. Huggins inbounding on the baseline for Chillicothe. Running out of time, eventually able to get it into Harding here in the near corner on the left side. Mid-range jumper from Hatfield, front iron, no good. Rebound goes to Hope Easterling. She pushes it ahead to Bailey, who pushes it ahead to Haley Reisner, and her pass to what I would assume to be her sister, Jalen Reisner, is tipped away and taken away by the Lady Cavaliers. Harding around the top of the key to the right wing to Archer now in the corner. Ursuline, the 3-ball off target, no good. Bailey, the rebound for Rock Hill, pushed ahead to Jalen Reisner off the glass and in for 2. Tell you what, Rock Hill, one of the better in transition teams I've seen so far. They really run the break well.
No, I'm saying they should turn the speed up a little bit. I think it would suit them. They got athletes.
Ursuline's pass is picked off by Reisner here going the other way. One-on-one, Bailey steps back, mid-range jumper. Looks like Harding caught a piece of it. However, offensive rebound by Easterling, and she lays it up and in for 2. Tie ball game. Yeah, the turnovers for Chillicothe, they're just not able to get back in transition, and it seems like Rock Hill always has somebody leaking out, and whoever has the ball usually slings it down to him in transition. Ursuline, a right corner 3, count it.
That's 4.
Here goes Matthews the other way off the glass and fouled. That'll send her to the line shooting 2. You know, it really just seems like, you know, whether it's off of a made basket or a turnover, Chillicothe just struggling to get back on and in transition, and Rock Hill just kind of taking advantage of that. Now they're pushing the ball forward, you know, right there. We've seen Matthews go coast to coast by herself a few times, or, you know, sometimes, you know, they'll just launch it down to the other end and somebody will be standing there waiting for it. But Rock Hill just such a great job in transition, and I think that's really what's kept them in this game so far here tonight.
Well, and Matthews there made a really good play by drawing the foul. I mean, she initiated the contact, but you're going to get that foul called every time. In fact, she probably could have easily been an and one situation. But steps to the line, looks pretty good shooting those foul shots, too.
Up 2 of 2 on that trip was Matthews. Now a 1-point lead. Ursuline wide open in the left corner. Off the side iron, no good. In transition now, Bailey 2-on-2, fast break. Up with the right hand, tough layup from Hayden. Bailey able to get it to go for 2.
Again, part of the advantage of Rock Hill playing that 1-2-2 is the fact that a nice move by Harding.
Yeah, I was going to say, what a layup from Harding. Caught the back iron and kind of stalled for a second, just dropped in for 2.
That does get her out offensively. It gets her out faster.
Pass tipped away by Huggins. It'll go out of bounds in front of the Redmond bench there, or excuse me, the Red women bench on the far sideline. Now Bailey will inbound for Rock Hill. Almost taken away by Archer, and it's eventually taken away by J.C. Harding going the other way, wide open on the other end and laid up and in for 2. A 3-point lead now for Chillicothe.
And just like that.
Nice move by Bailey to beat Harding off the dribble. Right-handed layup. Nice floater by Bailey, and now the lead is back to 1. Back and forth all night so far.
I mean, there's been points scored here tonight.
Left side, Ursuline. Now a corner 3 ball from Ursuline is no good. Rebound goes back to the Cavaliers thanks to J.C. Harding, and Ursuline's called a mid-range, short-range floater attempt is blocked out of bounds. It'll stay here with Chillicothe.
Well, there's no question. They like her running the 3-point line, and they try to get her looks.
She's gotten a ton of looks. You know, it seems like Rock Hill just kind of loses track of her. It's just the old drive inside, everybody crashes, kick it out to the corner.
That's what they're doing.
Kendra Allen inbounding, gets it into Harding. Her mid-range jumper is no good and may stay here with Chillicothe, as it looked like Reisner may have caught a piece of it going up for the rebound. So Allen will inbound once again from the baseline, gets it in to McCloy. Now driving down the right side in the middle was Avery Ursuline, who lays it up and in off the glass for 2.
I'm not even sure that's not her first 2-point attempt.
Step back jumper from Matthews is no good. Think we're going to have an offensive foul called on Lola Hankins. That'll turn things over for Rock Hill, and Chillicothe will take over with a 3-point lead with 3:38 to go in the third.
Yeah, now it looks like that Rock Hill wants to turn it up a little bit.
We got 2 people going full court press. That's Bailey and Matthews. However, Chillicothe not too much trouble breaking it as Kiera Archer kicks it out to Miranda McCloy. Her 3 ball is no good. Rebounded by Ursuline. Second chance here for Chillicothe. Inside to Allen. Now I believe that's Harding, and it's taken away. It'll be a jump ball. No, excuse me, it'll be a foul call on Lola Hankins. Hope Easterling will check in for Hankins.
Yeah, they're not putting the individual fouls up on the scoreboard. I'm not seeing them. Team, yes. Individual, no.
Allen once again inbound and gets it into Ursuline. Thought about the baseline drive. Nice defense by Easterling. Harding trying to lay it up and in off the glass. No good. Allen the rebound. and she's fouled on the way up. 2 free throws coming up for the junior, Kendra Allen. First free throw from Allen is good. Lead now to 8 for the Lady Cavaliers. Once again, this is, to 4. 48-44, looking at the number there. Once again, this is the finale of the Woods Lumber Classic here on the campus of Rio Grande. 2 for 2 on that trip was Allen, a 5-point lead for Chillicothe. It's a 5-game slate over the last 2 days. This one, the final matchup between Chillicothe and Rock Hill. Chillicothe currently out in front, 49-44, with 3:04 to go in the third quarter. Bailey will hand it off to Matthews, driving down the right side, going up with the right hand, no foul call, layup no good. Allen the rebound in transition. Harding, nice transition defense by Reisner, but Harding able to lay it up and in for 2.
Again, that's her 8th point of the quarter.
Now going the other way, Haley Reisner off the glass, but she's fouled. And 2 free throws coming up for the senior. Just catches the back iron and no good for Haley Reisner. That'll keep it at a 7-point lead now for Chillicothe. I think that's the largest lead of the night, I believe.
It certainly is most recently.
Now we had the 17-11 lead. That's 6 now to 7. And back down to 6 with the made free throw. Harding pushes it ahead to Ursuline beyond the arc. Trying to get it to Harding around the elbow. She does remain in control. Mid-range jumper on the way. Count it. Tough shot from Harding.
It's 10 for the quarter.
Now Matthews the other way for Rock Hill, trying to go off the dribble. Nice pump fake from Easterling down low with the left hand. Off the glass, no good. Comes up with her own rebound, and it looks like we're going to have a jump ball. It should stay here with Rock Hill, and it does. Jalen Reisner to inbound here for Rock Hill into the corner. Bailey, what a shot from Hayden. Bailey from beyond the arc, lead back down to 5.
That dog brought rain.
High arcing 3-pointer, able to get it up and over the Chillicothe defender. Mid-range jumper from Huggins isn't good on the other end. And we'll have another jump ball. It'll stay here with Chillicothe.
I don't know if you can take Hankins out for Matthews. I think you got to leave those girls in on the floor.
Huggins to inbound here for Chillicothe. Gets it into Ursuline right around the 3-point line, but it's poked away by Bailey and on the floor. And we'll have the second jump ball in about, say, 5 or 6 seconds of game time. Maybe 2, 3 seconds of game time.
At the most.
However, that's good for Rock Hill as they'll take over here with 1:48 to go in the third, trailing Chillicothe 53-48. As Hankins able to break the press all by herself off the glass and in for 2. Nice, more or less coast-to-coast run there from Lola Hankins. Chillicothe looking to answer back. Entry pass to Allen. Takes it inside. Not able to get it to go. Rebound Harding, who takes it back for a mid-range jumper. Another tough mid-range jumper from Harding is good. 55-50.
Yeah, just a little bit too much body. Hey, this Harding girl knows where she's at on the floor at all times. She doesn't even have to look at the basket. She just knows.
Just turns around,
yeah,
letting
she knows
it fly.
where she's at. She's got great court sense, great court awareness. Now, we'll see now with her going to the bench now if Rock Hill can put a little run together here at the end of the quarter.
Well, we're going to see who kind of takes over as the.
If I was Rock Hill, I would put the Matthews girl back in there right now and try to get something here this last minute or so.
Bailey brings it Out of the break there for Rock Hill, top of the key, deep three ball on the way. Got it all the way from beyond the, I believe, NBA three-point line for Bailey, able to get it to go for three.
That's 10 points for her this quarter as well.
We've seen a couple deep three balls, and all of them coming from Bailey are very high arcing, and when they go in, it's just nothing but net for the senior. And Rock Hill able to force a turnover in transition to Reisner, one-on-one with Huggins off the glass and in. We've got a tie ball game. Glenn Reisner able to tie it up for Rock Hill in the corner. Ursuline, a three ball rattles around, no good. Rebound goes to Easterling of Rock Hill. 23 to play here in the third quarter. Handoff to Bailey. She's guarded by Kira Archer. She'll swing it over to Glenn. Reisner on the left wing, guarded once again by Archer.
Yeah, good timeout. She was in trouble. Good timeout. Hey, just like I said, when you sit there as a coach, sometimes you got to look around and you say, okay, we're down 7, whatever. I remember looking at the
well, they took Harding out, and it's kind of gone downhill ever since.
No, they took her out at 1:14. So at, in a minute 3, they got rid of that lead. And here's what I'm saying. Now they've got a good, timeout, 9 seconds, plenty of time. They should get a good look out of this and a chance to take the lead going into the fourth quarter. And has done that with Matthews sitting on the bench.
Coming up next for both of these teams, obviously neither of them going to play before the new year. So for Chillicothe on the 4th of January, they will take on Vinton County. That'll be a home game. And for Rock Hill, they'll travel to Gallia, who we were talking about having the unique blue floor that you don't see too often anywhere where they play basketball. But that is on January 5th. So the 4th and the 5th for both of these teams coming out of the new year. Rock Hill looking to take a lead here in the waning seconds of the third. Hankins, a three ball. Got it! 58-55, Rock Hill leading. 1 second to shoot for Chillicothe, not able to get it off in time, and that'll send us to the fourth quarter. 58-55, Rock Hill leading. You've been watching Ohio High School girls basketball right here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
See everything Southern Ohio Sports Authority presented by OhioHealth has to offer by visiting our website at SOSAOhio.com for complete coverage of area athletes and teams, including game stories, features, live streams of games, player and coach interviews, nightly scores, area standings, and much more. You can even view and purchase action photos from our more than 100 galleries. That's SOSAOhio.com for the best local sports coverage around.
Are you in a bind and need an oil change right now? No problem. Did you forget to make an appointment? No problem. Just stop by any Glockner location and we'll squeeze you in and get you on the road quickly. Really, it's
58-55, Rock Hill leading after three. Pregame we were talking about, or at least you were talking about old Bevo Francis, who was here way before I was born, and honestly, right around, I believe, when you were born, actually before you were born.
Yeah, just slightly before. But I'm saying you can't grow up in this area and be my age. You can't grow up in this area of Ohio and be a basketball fan and not know who Bevo Francis is. I mean, I'm not a Bevo Francis expert, but Bevo Francis and Rio Grande go hand in hand. I mean, they were taking on, here's this little school, and I'm talking little school, like little, like it's
like
little
a branch
now.
Campus.
Not way littler than that, like a little private, little nothing school, and they're taking on the big boys and they're whacking them. And Bevo throwing down about 50 or 60 a night.
I had a couple 100-point games.
Yeah, that's stupid. I mean, it's just
career.
stupid. Yeah.
It's always nice to learn the history of these smaller colleges once you get, more south in Ohio. You talk about Shawnee State, Rio Grande.
Well, and Rio Grande has always had a rich basketball tradition.
Reverse layup here for Bailey, rolls around the rim and will not fall. We'll have another jump ball and actually go back here with Rock Hill. Nice play there from Hope Easterling, giving Rock Hill another chance.
Just gave another possession, that's right. Earned him a possession.
Originally, it was a pretty nice move by
No,
Bailey.
I thought
just
that,
wasn't able to get the roll
I'm
in.
very surprised that ball didn't drop.
Reisner trying to get it in, over the head pass, inbound to Hankins, whose floater is no good. Rebound goes to Archer. She'll bring it up the far sideline here for Chillicothe. 3-on-1 fast break. Takes it herself off the glass and no good. Lynn Reisner a rebound for Rock Hill in transition. Hankins wide open underneath. 5-point lead for Rock Hill. Once again, one of the best transition teams I've seen in the area so far this year.
And now Rock Hill's on a 12-0 run. Chillicothe's going to have to find a way to stop this. That might be a way right there.
Mid-range jumper from Harding is good. Lead down to 3 for Rock Hill. Harding
stop a run, get the ball to J.C. Harding.
Harding missed the last minute or so. That kind of sparked the run for Rock Hill as Matthews is able to knock down a mid-range jumper of her own on the other end. Lead now back up to 5.
I'm telling you, she might be the best player on the floor. I personally think she is the best player on the floor.
Inside to Huggins, up with the right hand, no good. Hatfield the rebound and a second chance opportunity and finish for Niana Hatfield. Lead back to 3 for Rock Hill. This pass bounces right off the knee of Lola Hankins. Could prove to be a costly turnover for Rock Hill as Miranda McCloy checks in for Kiera Archer for the Lady Cavaliers.
Again,
with a 3-point lead, this is definitely where Coach Bailey probably want to stress not leaving Avery Ursuline open in the corner for Chillicothe. She's kind of doing...
No, and that's where she lives.
Right. In transition here for Rock Hill. Matthews in the corner, takes it inside. Pass out to Easterling, top of the key. Bailey thought about it, kicks it over to Hankins instead, and they'll kind of pull it out here and slow down a little bit with 5:56 to go in regulation here. Top of the key, Hankins 3-ball on the way, off target, no good. Reisner almost coming up with the rebound, but instead it'll be off of her fingertips and go in possession of Chillicothe.
That looked down to me when she let it go.
Chance here for Chillicothe to tie it back up, trailing Rock Hill 62-59, getting across half court to Hatfield.
Yeah, got away with 2 fouls.
Into the corner, Ursuline to tie it up, no good. Back iron, can't get it to fall. Ursuline the offensive rebound, and she's fouled on the way up. Chance here to cut it to 1 or 2 here for Chillicothe.
Okay. If she makes them both, I buy dinner. If she doesn't, you buy dinner. I got her. Oh, you rat stinking fink. And the girl can shoot too. Watch, this won't hit nothing but the
net. Nothing but nylon.
She don't even have to look. She shoot this left-handed, it'll just burn the twine.
Chance to cut it down to 2 here for Ursuline. Shot is up.
It was a little
and rattles it in.
Yeah, just a little short, but a better looking shot.
A 2-point lead here.
$20.
2-point lead here for Rock Hill with 5:20 to go in the 4th quarter. Matthews bringing it up for the Red Women down the left sideline and in for 2. Nice runner by Matthews.
She doesn't get the ball often enough. She's a good player.
4-point lead now for Rock Hill.
Little hesitation dribble. Very good around the basket. Nice touch.
Harding up the far sideline.
Jump ball.
Inside, we're going to have a jump ball with Haley Reisner and J.C. Harding. It'll stay here with Chillicothe, but nonetheless, a nice defensive play there from Reisner.
Great play.
Because Harding really did a good job, tippy-toeing up the far sideline and just brought it in, but right as she took it up, Reisner was right there to cause the jump ball inbound pass to Harding, and you can almost count that right away as Harding has one of the better mid-range jumpers I've seen this year. We'll have a full timeout from Coach Gordon. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Girls Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
At OhioHealth, you can see your doctor here or here, on this or on these. And no matter if you're over here, over there, or anywhere in between, You'll feel good knowing OhioHealth provides the finest care anywhere. Schedule care today at ohiohealth.com/finestcare.
Here at Glockner's, we know how valuable your time is, and that's why our priority is to provide you a quick and easy service. We will get you in and out and on your way immediately. So schedule your next service appointment at Glockner.com.
We welcome you back to Newt Oliver Arena here at Rio Grande University. 64-62, Rock Hill leading with 4:52 to go into regulation. It's been back and forth all night. And, J.C. Harding leading the way for Chillicothe. Ursuline has also knocked down, I don't know if she's knocked down a 3-ball this quarter or maybe even in the second half. She
hasn't.
Hot
She's
in the
only
first
made
half.
one. Harding is only, you're talking about
Ursuline.
Ursuline. Yes, she made one in the third quarter. And she's had 4 total in the game.
Matthews bringing it up down low.
See what I'm talking about?
Jumper on the way, front iron, no good. Rock Hill almost coming up with the rebound, but instead it'll be J.C. Harding of Chillicothe who takes it over for the Lady Cavaliers. Now on the other end, McCloy up for the layup and no good. In transition, Matthews 2-on-2, fast break for the Red Women. Scoop play up and in.
I'm telling you, the girl's a player.
Lead now up to 4 for the Red Women of Rock Hill. Harding into the corner to Ursuline. Thought about the 3-ball. Nice defense from Reisner now to Huggins, who takes it down the lane and up with the left hand. No good. And Haley Reisner the rebound, and we're going to have a foul called on Avery Ursuline of Chillicothe. That'll be the team's 5th.
Again, that foul was more out of fatigue than it was anything else.
Just trying to slow it down a little bit. This team,
I mean, committing a foul at 70 feet, 80 feet from the basket's not always the wisest thing.
3-quarter court press here from Chillicothe is broken by the Red Women, and Lola Hankins lays it up and in for 2. 6-point lead for Rock Hill.
Chillicothe better be careful.
Harding able to break the press, looking down low. Hatfield up for the layup. And she is fouled. That'll send her to the line, shooting 2. The original shot went up. I believe it was McCloy. And Hatfield came up with the rebound and was fouled when she tried to go back up with it. Chance here to cut it to maybe, 5-4 here for Chillicothe.
And that
First one is good.
That is foul number 7 too. So
1 and 1.
Chillicothe will be in the bonus.
Yep. First one from Hatfield was good. Second one, nothing but nylon 4-9 at Hatfield. And it's a 4-point ball game in favor of Rock Hill. And we'll have a timeout. Be a full timeout for Coach Bailey. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Girls Basketball right here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Michelle and her dad. Decades of dares. 1 month of learning to jump. First day doing it solo. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at OhioHealth.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student-athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week, presented by Willie & Son Trucking.
3:30 to play here in the final quarter of play here in the final matchup of the Woods Lumber Classic here at Newt Oliver Arena on the campus of Rio Grande. And once again, been back and forth all night. Each team has held multiple leads, and Rock Hill currently went on, I think, what ended up being a 12-point
12 or
run
13,
to end
yeah.
the third quarter, and has been able to hold on to a lead ever since. Currently 68-64, Rock Hill leading, and the ball getting it in to Hazley Matthews. Now back to Bailey, middle of the court to Reisner. She'll bring it across half court for Rock Hill. Now back to Matthews.
See, and actually with Matthews and Hankins taking the ball to the glass, that creates the space for Bailey.
To the right side.
Bang.
Hankins a three ball off target, no good. Harding the rebound.
Traveled.
Down low to Ursulines, like you said, going to get called for a travel. That'll turn things over to Rock Hill. 2:58 to play in the fourth.
That hurts a little bit because I think Chillicothe gets a finish there, and then, you know, we start getting into a one-possession type deal. And again, I'm not so sure turning the heat up like this. Of course, with 4 fouls, you can give a couple away, but
entry pass to Matthews, brings it across half court for Rock Hill. Now looking for Bailey. I think we're going to have a double dribble on Matthews. That'll turn things over for Rock Hill. Although probably, you know, your Rock Hill guy saying, I'm glad that was a double dribble because Harding was going the other way for two.
Sure.
Harding gets it across half court to Paige Huggins, who has some trouble with it. And I think they're going to get Bailey with a foul call.
That's 1-on-1.
So that'll send Paige Huggins to the
I've
line
got
shooting
her
two.
5 for 6. She made first 5 and then missed one. You jinxed her.
First free throw from Huggins is good, and the lead is now down to 3 for Rock Hill.
Yeah, all 6 of her points have come from the line.
Second free throw on the way. Much like the first one is good. Now down to 2-point lead for Rock Hill. Reisner handling the ball for Rock Hill. Having some trouble with it, able to get it away to number 1. Bailey now around half court with Hazley Matthews. She'll bring it to the right side. Now around the baseline, pass down low to Easterling off the glass, no good. Easterling the offensive rebound, up and no good, but fouled on the way up. 2 free throws coming up for the junior.
And again, Hazley Matthews created that shot opportunity for Easterling.
Big free throws here for Easterling. Chance to make it a 2-possession ball game if she's able to knock down both, able to knock down the first. Although, really in theory, you know, a 4-point lead could be a 1-possession game if you're able to knock down the and 1-3, but you're not seeing that too often at the high school level.
Not going to foul them.
2 for 2 on that trip was Easterling, 70-66 in favor of Rock Hill. And we'll have a jump ball, and that'll turn things over to Rock Hill.
And again,
with 2:19 to play.
I don't understand why the Hankins girl is sitting right now. I mean, I don't understand. I can't think of a reason.
Nice catch by Reisner. Would have definitely been 2 going the other way had Harding came up with the steal for Chillicothe. Looked like they get a 2-man press here at the top of the key. Nice move by Matthews, and in. Can't get the layup to fall. Had a nice move leading up to it, but just not able to finish at the rim. Jump ball will turn things over to Chillicothe. Had a lot of jump balls tonight. I'd say probably 15, somewhere in that area.
Probably. She's going to let that go.
Up the far sideline now. Ursulin takes it inside. Blocked away by Hope Easterling. Nice defensive play, but we're going to have a foul called on
non-shooting
Easterling after the block.
Again,
it was on
I'm at
Chillicothe.
a total loss for why this Hankins girl isn't on the floor right now.
Bailey able to get it into Matthews now to Reisner, now down to Glenn Reisner. who does a great job getting out of pressure there around half court now, hands it off.
Foul.
To Bailey now to Matthews. Rock Hill just trying to play keep away here with 1:30 to play.
Well, they know that they've got a couple fouls to give. Or one foul, no. Well, they're shooting on the next one.
Tell you what, Rock Hill ran about 45 seconds, nearing a minute
Great
inside
pass.
to Easterling
Great
off the glass
pass.
and in.
Great pass. Best pass of the night.
Lead now to 6 for Rock Hill.
Chillicothe definitely needs it to score or get fouled
Quickly.
in this possession, yes. You got to let that go.
Huggins on the right
gotta let
elbow,
that
now
go.
out to Archer. 3 ball on the way. Got it. Have a timeout for Chillicothe. It'll be
That's
a full timeout, but we'll hang out here for the next minute with 55.7 seconds to play.
I'm not sure if that's her first shot, but that's her first points.
I think she may have let one fly in the first half,
Let one fly.
but 72-69. Rock Hill leading with 55 seconds to play. You couldn't ask for a much better game to wrap up the Classic here at Rio Grande.
And I'm going to be shocked if when they come out of this break that this Hankins girl isn't in the game. I see her standing, which means she's not coming in.
Well, obviously we don't know the extent of the individual foul, so she could be sitting at maybe 4. And, they're saying, hey, we're just going to leave her out unless, things get tight towards the end. I know it's a 3-point lead, but...
And there's 55 seconds.
Right.
If you lose a person in the last minute, we'll live with it. But I'm not going to let her go to the game. I'm not going to lose this game with her having, fouls. What are you saving them for? You can't take them home. But she ain't coming in. Now, this Easterling girl is a pretty good athlete, too.
Done some good jobs around the rim on both sides of the ball for Rock Hill so far tonight.
And she's a junior,
right?
And the Hankins girl is a sophomore. That Hankins girl is going to be a good player.
And both of the Reisner girls for Rock Hill have done a great job facilitating the ball and getting it up in transition as Reisner to Reisner down low to Easterling off the glass and in for 2.
That hurts if you're Chillicothe. That hurts really bad.
45 to play in the fourth.
Oh.
Ursulin in the corner, lets it fly. Got it. If you're Chillicothe, that's definitely who you wanted to find. Wide open in the corner now on the near sideline. Pass to the middle of the floor to Haley Easterling. Now Bailey up the far sideline, and she'll draw a foul before the shot. That should send her to the line shooting 1-1.
And that's probably not the person you want to foul, but at this point in time, you can't be choosy. And you know what? Rock Hill has shot the ball from the line really well. I don't know what their numbers are for the game, but I can assure you they're 65, 70, 75% for the game.
First free throw from Bailey is good. That puts it to 3 now. A free throw.
That's her first point of the quarter.
A free throw here from Bailey would make it a 2-possession game for Chillicothe.
And that makes the hill a little steeper.
Second free throw on the way. Front iron, no good. Ursulin the rebound for Chillicothe in transition. Harding.
I was going to say you don't have to have a 3 here. So now that cuts it to 2 with 20 seconds.
That cuts it to 1.
Or 1, I mean.
Coach Gordon will take a timeout with 21.5 seconds to play here in the fourth.
Now, if you're Chillicothe, you're obviously you're going to pressure here, and the question is you want to be able to force the ball in the hand of the person that you want shooting the foul shots, which is probably not Bailey, it's probably not Matthews, it's probably not Easterling.
Well, at this point, you want to try to just give it to somebody that either has missed or hasn't attempted a free throw.
Yes.
At least in that case, you don't know what you're going to get, whereas with Bailey, Matthews, Easterling, you've seen them go to the stripes. You kind of know what you're going to get there.
Yeah.
Although here, you really can't lose with a foul because even if they make both, it's still a 1-possession game for Chillicothe because it's only a 1-point lead for Rock Hill, so 2 obviously makes it 3, 1 makes it 2.
Well, right now, number 1, Rock Hill wants to get the ball above the half-court line. They're really not looking to score. They're expecting to be fouled.
Pass into Matthews, does a great job playing keep away, pass around half court to Easterling. And she is fouled right around the Newt Oliver Arena. I guess you call that a patch on the floor.
Logo, whatever you want.
Yeah, logo.
I believe Easterling has made both foul shots she has shot tonight, and they were both in the fourth quarter. But again, Chillicothe, you don't get to always pick who it is that you want to shoot. Now, I'm not sure about Rock Hill pulling their people out here. Why would you do that? It's 1-1. I wouldn't have done that. Bang.
First free throw from Easterling connects. 2-point lead here for for Rock Hill. Probably more of a transition defense type deal, maybe, was the thought process. But
if she don't make that, it's a 1-point deal. Probably Chillicothe calls a timeout. I mean, here, if she makes this, it creates a 3-point match. Yeah, okay. See, now that changes completely the strategy of this possession.
Rock Hill takes their fifth and what I believe to be their final timeout of the game here. That'll be a full timeout. We'll just keep it here and talk about something.
Well, if I was Rock Hill, I would play this man, and I wouldn't switch out anybody. And obviously they're looking for Harding, and they're looking for Ursuline.
Yep.
Those are the two. I can assure you, no one else is going to touch the ball, or no one else is looking to score the ball.
Well, it's going to be most likely Harding going to try to create some penetration and then just try to find the open shooter from beyond the arc. Now, if you're Rock Hill, you're saying don't even crash on her, just let her take the two. So this may be a situation.
If she goes to the window, you let her go.
This may be a situation where it may force Harding to take a three ball of her own. We've only seen her, I think, take two. I think she did knock down one of those.
Yeah, she made one in the second quarter, but I'm saying that's not her strong suit. But really what you have to do is you can't lose Ursuline, and you guard the heck out of Harding. And they have the athletes to do it. And then around the worst thing you can do is on a second or a
foul
second
on a layup.
Yes, you don't want to do that. Let them have it because that'll stop the clock. It just let them have it. The clock will tick. They'll have to. I don't know if Chillicothe has a timeout left or not. But
one, I believe.
Okay, well then they're probably ready to use it. But I'm saying, let them go. Now I would squeeze her a little bit just to squeeze another second or two off of there. They're zoning it. No, they're not. They're manning it.
Two screens around the free throw line for Chillicothe.
Let her go. Let her go. Let her go. Let her go.
Harding getting it out to Hatfield. 4 to shoot here for Chillicothe. Three ball on the way from Archer. Got it.
Unreal. The girl has taken two shots in the fourth quarter and
knocked them both down.
And we're sitting here telling them who to guard, and she's not
completely
one of
forgot
them.
about Kiera Archer. The hot hand for Chillicothe knocked down, I think it was to get them to maybe 72, and then able to knock that one down with, they don't have the time up, but it can't be but a few seconds left. Oh, no, the horn did fire, did it? We're going into OT here.
Here's the thing. And I think Anthony would probably tell us the truth. That's not what they were looking to do.
Well, no, you could tell. She kind of went up the
what
right side of the
was,
lane and then looked out for
honestly,
Ursuline, and
I think J.C. Harding forgot the situation and drove to the block and realized once she got to the block, she couldn't win she couldn't tie the game at the block, and then took it back out, and then desperation, the ball ends up in the Archer girl's hand, and she knocks it down. And here's what I'm saying. That didn't even hardly touch the net.
Nah, that was a
smooth
stroke from Archer.
Yeah, we got the perfect view. I mean, when she cut that loose, I said, oh, my, bang.
There wasn't a whole lot of arc to it either.
It was low, but it was
arc,
on
but that's just how the one she made previously was like that as well. Just some people have, we've seen Bailey shoot it. It's almost touching the rafters and able to knock those down. And Archer just not a whole lot of arc on her shot. Some people just high arcing, low arcing, whatever it is. However you can get it in the rim. So 4 minutes up on the clock here for the overtime period, 77-77. I believe this is the first overtime game we've had here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority this year, and
It's going to be an
definitely
80-80 game. Have you had an 80-80 boys game?
Don't believe so.
No.
Definitely wanted the over in this one tonight. So Rock Hill will win the tip, start things off for us here in the extra period. And inside, Matthews off the glass, draws an early foul, and she'll head to the line shooting 2. Man, I still haven't quite gotten over that shot from Archer.
Well, you saw it the same as I did.
Two shots here for Matthews. First one rolls around and falls, 78-77 Rock Hill.
Long.
Second free throw catches the back iron. Little shooter's touch there for Hazley Matthews. 2 for 2 from the stripe on that trip.
No way I thought that was going down.
Pass ahead to Ursuline on the far sideline inside to Harding. Loses control of it on the ground. I think that was Reisner had it, but loses it back to Harding. And I think we're going to have a foul maybe on Bailey.
Yeah, it was foul.
Yeah, it's going to be on Hayden Bailey of Rock Hill. And I believe the fouls stay the same for OT, so it should be 1-1 here for J.C. Harding.
They're both about ready to hop in the double bonus on the next foul.
9 team fouls for both Chillicothe and Rock Hill. First free throw is no good from Harding. Rebound Easterling.
Oh, see, they just turned her loose.
Bailey in transition, pushes it ahead to Reisner. Shot no good right there for the rebound. Second chance is no good. Reisner on the other side can't get it to fall. Reisner's just all over the glass for Rock Hill, and eventually Matthews able to knock down the mid-range jumper. You had Haley Reisner on one side, Jalen Reisner on the other, and they just controlled the rebounds for Rock Hill.
If you're Chillicothe, that hurt. That hurts you. You hate to see that.
Now Hatfield going the other way, off the glass, no good. Ursuline for a second had the rebound, but eventually it's Hatfield who comes up with it, and we have a jump ball that'll stay here with Chillicothe.
Yeah, they had at least three extra chances, 3 second chances.
Huggins to inbound, gets it in to Ursuline in the corner. She takes it around the elbow, inside with the left hand, off the glass, no good. Haley Reisner, the inbound, hands it off to Jalen Reisner in transition. 1-on-2 here for Rock Hill. And Reisner loses control of it. It's Huggins who takes it over for Chillicothe, and Harding the other way. Inside, Harding up with the right hand and draws a foul. I think it may have been Matthews. The official call here, actually foul on Hope Easterling of Rock Hill.
Well, for sure the foul was on Matthews, for sure.
So chance here for Harding. 2 free throws coming up. Chillicothe now in the double bonus, and the first free throw is good. However, this was a shooting foul, so it was going to be 2 free throws regardless.
And the next one's going to be double bonus anyway. Short.
2 for 2 from the stripe on the trip. One possession lead, 2-point lead here for Rock Hill.
Travel.
Matthews now across the free throw line. Nice pass to Haley Reisner, but they're going to get her with a travel. Would have extended it to a 4-point.
I'm not sure they didn't call Matthews for the travel.
It did look like she may have had some trouble with it right before the pass. Nonetheless, it'll be a turnover for Rock Hill, and a chance here as Jalen Reisner pokes it out of bounds. It'll stay here for Chillicothe, but a chance here for Chillicothe to, maybe tie it up or take a lead here with 2:20 to go in the overtime period. Inbound pass to Harding. She backs it out, looking to take it right back in. Long-range runner for Harding, up and in for 2. Tell you what, on runners and floaters, Harding, the touch
nice
there.
touch.
Yeah. Coast to coast here for Matthews. Shot is no good. Chillicothe, the rebound. Kira Archer passes it ahead to Harding. Wide open underneath, and Chillicothe back out in front, 83-81. Inbound pass to Easterling. who takes it inside, going to work on Ursuline with the left hand and in for two. Tough move, nice finish from Hope Easterling.
Minute and a half.
Tell you what, we might sneak up into the 90s here.
I think you're watching Ohio State's women.
Ursuline brings it up to the top of the key over to Kira Archer.
Go. Yeah.
Had the hot hand for Chillicothe as we entered the overtime period. I think she knocked down the final 2 threes for Chillicothe. That eventually tied things up. I think it was 79s. Inside, Huggins gets it out. Ursuline a 3 ball. Got it! .53 to play. Matthews going the other way for Rock Hill. Up with the right hand. Nice finish from Matthews. 1 point lead for Chillicothe. Harding pushes it ahead to Ursuline out of the right side. Huggins. And we will have a timeout, Chillicothe.
Now, Chillicothe just wanted to gather themselves up and make sure everybody's on the same page. They don't need to score. You know, they want to take as much time and would anticipate. Now, again, who do you want to leave the ball in the hands of? You want to leave the ball in the hands of Harding. You want to leave the ball in the hands of Ursuline. Those are the two people that you want going to the line. And obviously, if you're Rock Hill, you're looking to foul somebody else. But I can tell you, too, the Hatfield girl.
Well, Huggins has done a great job from the stripe as well.
So is Hatfield. And, I mean, they haven't shot the ball much in the game other than that, but they look pretty good from the foul line. So I really, without having to know the team, I'm not sure who that fifth player is, but that might be the person. And you don't want to foul Archer.
Right.
I mean, I'm not quite sure who you foul. And again, you got 32 seconds.
Although I don't know if Archer has taken any free throws.
No, but anybody that can shoot the ball like that from 3, you figure they're at least functional from the line. Now, possession arrow.
With Rock Hill.
Yeah, with Rock Hill. So that helps them a little bit.
86-85, Chillicothe leading without a doubt. Not only the highest scoring game between two teams on a live stream this year, but I'd say probably in our coverage area, quite possibly the most combined points between two teams.
Oh, without a doubt.
We're right around the 171 mark.
Just not quick enough.
Archer on the left wing, now to Huggins.
Scared me to death.
21 to play, and we'll have a foul around the volleyball line by Bailey. That'll send Harding to the line, shooting 2, and I believe I thought that may have been Bailey's 5th, but it looks like she will stay in the game for now. You know, sometimes you get the scoreboards that throw up individual fouls, but you know, since we aren't exactly tracking them ourselves, we're just kind of guessing on the individual
Well, I
side
try
of
to
things.
listen, but sometimes you forget to listen.
First free throw from Harding is good. That puts it at a 2-point lead here for Chillicothe with 21 to play.
This will be her 10th point. No,
That free throw is no good. Rebound Easterling. Bailey up the near sideline for Rock Hill. Up with the right hand, no good. And we may have a jump ball here. Nice play there from Reisner.
That's a big play.
Jalen Reisner able to give Rock Hill another chance. You know, maybe not lighting up the board statistically, but Jalen Reisner has done a great job for Rock Hill, whether it's grabbing rebounds, forcing jump balls, blocking shots, moving the ball around. Mid-range jumper here from Matthews is no good. Looks like Archer going to come up with the rebound. She'll hand it off to Harding, who is fouled with right around 4 ticks to go. Harding able to knock down 2 here. That just about puts the game on ice for Chillicothe.
Sure does.
What would end up being a come from behind win is, you know, Chillicothe trailed, I think maybe their most was 6 or 7 there towards the end of the 4th quarter, and they just clawed their way back and now leading by 2.
Well, I'm saying now the Hankins girl comes in, but she hadn't played since probably 2-3 minutes ago in the 4th. Now she's going to play the last 3.8 seconds.
First free throw from Harding is no good, and Coach Bailey will take a timeout.
Well, now what he's discussing is
Well, yeah, you're going to get,
the 2 or the 3 situation,
right.
because if she misses this foul shot, you're going to start from 0 down here.
Yeah, and with 3.8 seconds to go, I'd say you're only, whether this is a make or a miss,
one pass.
Right, and it's going to be a 3-point look.
Absolutely.
So, we're just trying to draw something up here. It was a full timeout.
I'm going to tell you she's going to make this shot, and they need to make at least a pass to the half-court line to create an opportunity.
I'd say, well, I was going to say you probably want to miss this, but I'd say you probably just go ahead and drain it and leave, no doubt.
Yeah.
And you can't lose.
No, you don't, no way in the world you're looking for anything.
Now, you're leading by 3. Well, not even really then. There are definitely certain circumstances where it's better to just try to throw it off the rim, but I'd say we're definitely not in one of those here.
No.
So Chillicothe will leave 2 players down here. Sometimes we see them pull them out and just leave the spots empty. We have Hatfield playing kind of a free safety role for Chillicothe down here on the other end. Looks like Ursuline is manned up with Matthews as Harding is able to knock it down. 3-point lead for Chillicothe. And right before the inbound, Coach Bailey will take his second timeout. I believe you only get 2 in overtime, so that will be his final timeout of the extra period. It will be another full timeout, but I think we'll just hang out here and chop it up for a little bit. You couldn't ask for a much better game here on a Wednesday night.
No.
88-85. Once again, you definitely wanted the over here.
Well, you won that bet about an hour and a half ago.
Right. Sometimes it's saying, where they're going to be 80 points scored the whole game between both teams, and, each team in the 80 margin. Chillicothe, let's say they get a steal here and a quick foul. They could click over into the 90 margin just like that, which I'll be honest, in person, I can't say I've seen before in a high school setting a team reach 90 points.
What was it? It was tied at 77?
To go into overtime?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah, 77 or 79.
So Chillicothe scored 11 points.
Each team has held a respectable lead
8
tonight.
Harding's had 8 of the 11, and the other 3 was a 3 from Ursuline.
Yep.
Which again has been pretty much the formula for Chillicothe's night. Now here's what I'm saying too. They got Hankins down here shooting 3, but she hasn't played.
They get it into Matthews, but she steps out of bounds, and that'll turn it over for Rock Hill, and I would assume that just about puts it on ice, although 1.9 to play. I do not believe Rock Hill has any timeouts. So you still have, the jump ball arrow is with Chillicothe. And that'll do it, 88-85, the final here from the Newt Oliver Arena on the campus of Rio Grande. We'll take a quick break. You've been watching Ohio High School Girls Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
See everything Southern Ohio Sports Authority presented by OhioHealth has to offer by visiting our website at SOSAOhio.com for complete coverage of area athletes and teams, including game stories, features, live streams of games, player and coach interviews, nightly scores, area standings, and much more. You can even view and purchase action photos from our more than 100 galleries. That's SOSAOhio.com for the best local sports coverage around.
Are you in a bind and need an oil change right now? No problem. Did you forget to make an appointment? No problem. Just stop by any Glockner location and we'll squeeze you in and get you on the road quickly. Really, it's
88-85, the final here tonight from Rio Grande University. A lot of scoring here tonight, Dad. You want to go ahead and give us the rundown for both of these teams in this high-scoring matchup here tonight?
Okay, for Chillicothe, and I hope you're sitting down, Chillicothe, J.C. Harding had 44 points. She had 26 in the second half, including the overtime period. Avery Ursuline had 23.
On the three balls.
She had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
6 threes. Paige Huggins had 7. Kendra Allen had 2. Kiera Archer had 6 and 2 big three-point shots. And if I did mention before, Diana Hatfield had 4. Again, more balance when it comes to Oak Hill. Hayden Bailey had 22. Hazley Matthews had 22. Lola Hankins, who didn't play much.
Yeah, didn't see her towards the end of the game.
Scored 15 points.
And probably about 3 and probably say 3.5 quarters.
She might have played 21 or 22 minutes. She might have played. Hope Easterly had 12. Jalen Reisner had 6, and Haley Reisner had 1. Again, really, if you were here, I mean, I would even say it was raggedy at times, but when somebody's scoring, in the mid-80s and high 80s in a girls' basketball game with not a ridiculous, and a game that was timely played, that type of thing. I think we've seen something special here.
Yeah, definitely a lot of scoring. Once again, the final 88-85. Chillicothe takes the win. That pushes them to 7-2 on the season, 4-1 in the FAC. Rock Hill falls to 8-4 coming up for both of these teams. Once again, Rock Hill will take on Gallia. That is on January the 5th of the new year, and Chillicothe will take on Benton County on the 4th. And with that, I believe that is all of us here at Southern Ohio Sports Authority have for you tonight. Once again, the final, Chillicothe 88, Rock Hill 85. Have a great rest of your night.